when you think of Olympic sports, basketball, swimming, track and field are probably some of the first that come to mind.
Yeah, one Greensboro teen we met has tried a lot of sports in his 14 years and found fencing to be his best match. Here's a look at how this sport could make the teenager an Olympian. Fencing takes skill, stamina, and strategy.
It's not just a fight, it's like a chess match, like you said, how you have to think like 10 steps ahead or you're gonna lose.
14-year-old Abe Kaplan tried karate, soccer, flag football, and horseback riding as a young child. He started fencing as a way to get exercise during COVID and quickly advanced.
He came to us with no knowledge of fencing at all, and he is out there now competing locally and regionally in unsanctioned and sanctioned events. He is quite a fierce competitor.
Abe spends 5 days a week at Greensboro Fencing Academy on Wendover Avenue.
A lot of practice goes into that, you know, mastering things, making sure you know what you're doing, you know, practice, practice, practice.
His parents are proud of what their son has accomplished.
His determination really sets him apart from, I think, a lot of other kids.
Something else setting Abe apart, a disability. He had a stroke around the time he was born. At 6 months old, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy.
So it makes it really hard for him to use his right hand, to use his right arm. He wears a brace on his foot, and so it affects the way he walks.
When you watch Abe fence and take on kids taller and more able-bodied, you don't see his struggle.
That's why we were really excited about fencing, because it's a one-handed sport. He loves lightsabers and Star Wars too, so he was naturally drawn to it.
His wall is covered in medals. He's won at least 3 tournaments against able-bodied fencers and usually places in the top half at least, if not higher.
When Abe has his mask on and his weapon in his hand, he's not focused on his limits. He looks for ways to get around them.
My limitedness is only in the higher fields, like B, A rated fencer, which is like the highest that you can get. But right now, I'm doing good in able, but I know there's a cap. Right now, I'm not at that cap, but at some point, I'm gonna reach that.
It's why he took his coach's advice to try parafencing.
Kind of surreal how quickly it's all sort of snowballed from, let's give this a try, to, I mean, frankly, having the potential to be a Paralympian in 2028. I mean, that's really the goal.
Abe has been invited to train with the Georgia national team in Gainesville, Florida.
I'm really excited to meet all of the new people and, you know, meet the Georgians and learn about their culture and have that cultural exchange. I think it'll be really cool.
His mom is grateful for everyone who has dedicated their time to help her son get stronger mentally and physically since he was 9 months old.
I don't think we would be where we are with him today without those people at Cone Outpatient.
A teenager lunging at every opportunity.
He really puts a lot of thought into his game. He is very strategic in how he approaches his opponents.
Attacking a sport he fell in love with.
It's just really cool to do, like, especially during a bout. Just really fun.
Showing his parents and other children with disabilities you can achieve anything with confidence and determination.
I think he's always had a pretty positive attitude about his disability. He's, you know, like I said, he's never really let it hold him back.
I think he's a great, ambassador for disabled children.
Did you see how Mom's shirt had "Proud Mom" written on it? Both
Yes.
of the parents are obviously so proud, and they have every right to be. Abe and his dad, by the way, leave for Florida next week, and his parents are just so thankful of how everyone in the fencing community has accepted their son.
Yeah, you really have to appreciate what he's. It looks like such a difficult sport.
It's a lot of
A
skill.
lot of skill,
Yeah.
no doubt about it. By the way, March is Cerebral Palsy Month. The goal is to push for more opportunities for those living with a disability. You can learn more about how to help and make a donation at greensborocp.org. Again, greensborocp.org.